Hi Israel, Oceana here with G3 Agency with your free website audit for LJIA Masonry in Acworth, Georgia. In this free SEO website audit provided by G3 Agency, I'm going to show you 3 to 4 things that you can do to get LJIA Masonry in front of the people searching for masonry services in the Atlanta metro area. Like I said on the phone, I don't expect anything in return for this video. This is my do good in the world and the world will do good back to you task. Basically, I'm really trying to help educate small business owners on the options that they have, the ability to get more customers with their website and take that into their own hands. And of course, I'm here to help. If you want help with this stuff, then we can talk about that and let's go forth. Okay, so basically, the first thing that I look for when I'm auditing a website is a big click to call phone number at the top. So I am seeing a bit of an issue with sizing here in that it's kind of difficult to see your phone number here. As you can see, I'm kind of making it large enough. So I had to make this very large, larger than it would fit on the screen in order to see the whole phone number. So there's an issue somewhere around the sizing of your website. And we see that same issue pop up further down right here. I just want to point that out because you can see the words kind of overlap on these images and it doesn't quite look like you meant to do that. Okay, so I'm getting off topic here, but then we have this here. The phone number is not a click to call phone number. So the reason that it's best if it's a click to call phone number, which basically just means it's a link, but instead of going to a website, it would pull up the phone app on a phone. 70% of people almost are on their phones when they go to any site. So it's really good to have that there. It really does help with the conversions of how many people actually call after landing on your site. Okay, now that's really the only thing I'm going to say about user interaction with the site. The rest of it's really going to be more about how to show up in front of people, how to actually get more people to your site to begin with. So first thing is content. How many words are on the page and are they relevant to what you do? You have some words here, but not a whole lot. You're really going to want to increase this. We suggest to our clients that they have at least 3,000 words on their home page and 1,500 or more on the other pages. The reason for this is that Google sees content as king. It thinks more words means more knowledge, means you must be the person who knows most about this subject. So let's show them that website. So that's why you want to increase the words on your page. And then also, if I right click an image and I click Save Image As, let's find another image. Let's see. This one. Save Image As. I can see this image was saved as this string of numbers and letters. So that's not helping you. What you want to do is actually resave all of these images and upload them, but you want to save them as specific phrases that people are typing into Google when they're looking for your services and they're in your service area. And I'll show you how to find those keywords and how to see which ones they're actually looking at, which ones they're actually searching for in a moment. But first I want to go to this tool here. This is called Ahrefs, and it gives me an in-depth look into how a website is performing. Because it's one thing for a website to look nice, it's a whole other thing for it to actually function as a lead generation machine, which is my specialty. So we have here your UR score and your DR score. These are two very important metrics. Your UR score stands for URL rating, and it's basically 0 through 100. How trustworthy does Google think your web page is, the specific one? So in this case, it would be your home page. And then your DR is that same thing except for your entire website as a whole, which you've got a 10. So these are low but typical. They're actually not real worrisome numbers. They could be raised though, and how we go about that is, besides the content and saving the images, etc., is with backlinks and referring domains. So what a backlink is any link from another website that goes back to your website and a referring domain is a website that has one or more of those links on it. So there are 11 websites out there in the universe pointing to your website a total of 74 times. We can actually click on that and find out which ones. Let's see. So you've got some really good ones here. Home Advisor is a good one to have. It's got 91 DR. Domain rating, right? So that's the how. That's funny. I come from a Jewish lineage, so this is quite funny actually to me. Okay, so I got a little distracted there. So you want to get backlinks from websites that are highly relevant, that have something to do with your website and what you do, right? So different other home services type websites. Home Advisor is a good one. The BBB is a good one to have. Things that are, you know, that have something to do, a logical conclusion, right? But if it's just some random restaurant or, you know, it's just not as helpful as if it's relevant to what you do. And then you also want to go for find websites that have high DR scores rather than low ones, because the higher ones are going to lend you credibility, whereas the lower ones are going to sort of put a mark on you, basically saying that you belong with the more scammy sites with the low scores. So you really want to go after the ones that have high scores here. Okay, now we get into the keywords. This is where it gets pretty fun. So I typed Atlanta into the Keyword Explorer here, and then I said include any of paver or pavers. That's the star is a wild card, as they call it, and mason, masonry, masons. Those would all fit under there. So then we have this list of keywords that people are actually typing in. So a few important details. First of all, I'm looking for keywords that have something specifically, that have something that you do and somewhere that you do it. And then I want high volume and low KD. So volume is how many people are searching for this each month on average. In this case, 250 people are typing Pavers Atlanta into Google every month on average. And then KD stands for keyword difficulty. So this is on a scale from 0 to 10. How difficult does this tool, Ahrefs, think it will be to get to the first page of Google? So with a score like 6, you would think, wow, that's super easy. It is a fairly low score, and it's definitely attainable. We really like to go after 5 and below, but 6 is right there on that threshold. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. And then we have, you know, Patio Pavers Atlanta. This is another 200 people searching for your services in your service area, and the KD is even lower at a 2. Then we have Concrete Patio Pavers Atlanta, 150 people, keyword difficulty of 1. So you can see how it really adds up, and you start seeing some really exciting numbers there. So if we look at Pavers Atlanta and we type that into Google, this is what we get. Usually there's some ads at the top. They didn't show up for me. Who cares? Most people just go right past them anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then we have citations. So, I mean, we have the map pack, and how we get up into the map pack is with citations. So how you get citations is, first you want to look up your own business name on Google, and if that's not enough, add your phone number, and you'll find a card or a little section over on this side of the Google that will have, it'll basically be just information about your website. That's going to be your Google My Business, or we call it a GMB. That you want to make sure that your name, address, and phone number are spelled just the way that you like it to be spelled. And what that's going to do is you're going to then go take that information to different directories like Yext, Yelp, City Star, White Pages, Yellow Pages, Facebook, etc. And you're going to enter that information onto these different websites, and that's going to help to show Google that people are talking about your business and that your business is real and it really is in this area. Because it's got that address there. So that's going to help you show up higher in the map results, and if you end up in the top 3 for any particular key phrase, then you end up on this first page of Google, and you're really going to see a boost in traffic. So that's exciting. Traffic being people coming to your website. Okay, so then past that and past that people also ask, this is the most coveted spot on Google. This gets 31% of all the traffic that will come here. So of the 250 people, oh gosh, got myself into a pickle now. Of the 250, let's see, that would be like 89, like about 100 people coming to this website each time, each month on average. So what we want to do is actually compare ourselves to that and say, okay, what is it that they're doing? These guys are the ones that are showing up on that in that first position. Why is it that they're showing up there and we're not? So first, content. How much content do they have? So it looks like they've got probably about the same amount of content as you do. It might be better written. It might be including some key phrases that you didn't include in yours. And then let's see if they're saving their images properly. If I right click, save image as, top subpage, no, that's not a keyword for sure. So they're not taking advantage of that. So that's another way we can get ahead there. And then if we look over here, we have, we can see that their UR and their DR score is 17 and 15, which isn't significantly different than yours. And they've got some backlinks and referring domains. This is a back page that they're actually ranking here instead of just being their home page like I was comparing yours to. This is specifically products/pavers. That back page is actually the one that we're going to want to beat out rather than going after their whole page. I mean their whole website, but their whole website does have some authority over their placement. So we kind of just have to look at them as a whole, and then we can also look at their organic keywords. So this gets actually kind of fun for me. We can see what keywords they're showing up for, and if there's something that we might be interested in as well. So like pavers Alpharetta. I didn't even look up Alpharetta. I was just looking at Atlanta, but 150 people are typing in pavers at Alpharetta each month, and it's got a KD or keyword difficulty of 0. These guys are showing up at the first position, and they're getting 46 people coming to their website on average every month. That is that 30% that we were talking about. And they're actually getting a little bit more than 30% for this Brick Pavers Atlanta. So that's pretty exciting. It's kind of fun to go through and look at all that. So here we are. That is the end of my presentation for you. I really hope that you got something helpful out of this. You know, I really try on these. I would love some feedback from you on whether this was helpful, if it was clear, if I did a good job of explaining the talking points here. Just a real quick recap before I get off here. Increase the relevant site content on your site. You want to increase the word count to 3,000 on your homepage, 1,500 or more on the other pages. Implement backlinks to rank for high volume keywords, increasing the number of potential clients visiting your website. And then add citations, your name, address, and phone number to different directories on the web in order to boost your listing up to the top of the Google Map pack. So that is it. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you watching this, and I look forward to your feedback.